Salisbury Center, we are ready for the co-main event of the evening. Making his way to the ring and fighting out of the red corner, it's Joseph Grobani.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to TCB 40 for our co-main event. Joseph Grobani is approaching the ring now. This 30-year-old stands at 6 foot even and is fighting out of the Kogan Dojo. He's currently 13-4, and he is fighting for the 155 pounds Muay Thai title.
Now, hey, for everyone, Joseph is a gamer. Joseph, again, is one of these international veterans that we got here. He's competed internationally. He's won titles. He's faced for titles and fallen short. But he is experienced. He is hard-nosed. He is a hard worker. He goes forward. His clinch is deadly. His knees are vicious. And, yes, he has a tattoo right on his six-pack, so you know he can endure pain.
Yep, for sure. This is somebody who has made statement after statement in their storied career here in Muay Thai, and we are so happy to have him challenging for this 155-pound title today.
And hey, this is not something he's not used to. He comes in, he's often a challenger. He's often a road fighter. And credit also an amazing gym, Kogan Dojo, led by Coach Matt. Coach Matt just named the Maryland director for WBC Muay Thai development. So this is a gym that has great pedigree, and we're going to throw it now to introduce our champion.
And now, Salisbury Center, the champ is here. Making his way to the ring and fighting out of the blue corner, it's Raquan Nunez.
And Raquan Nunez, the reigning champion of the 155-pound division, has appeared. This is someone who came out all guns blazing, making his TCB debut, going 5-0, deserving of that title shot, and now with his title reign, he fights out of the STB Training Center and is standing at 6'2".
And hey, this is a guy who did not just win a championship, he took it by vicious KO. It was a vacant title on the line, and that night he laid his opponent flat on their back and said, "Please, give me that title, sir." Now, that said, he's going against an incredibly experienced practitioner. He is the lesser experienced fighter here. Defending champion, like we said, sometimes you got to give these lower experienced guys an opportunity because they're going to show you amazing skill and amazing potential. But that said, champions are made through their defenses. Champions are made through how consistent can I be man after man. So we're going to see now, can Nunez join the ranks of successful champions as we throw to Chris to get this fight underway.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It is for the 155-pound TCB title. It is brought to you by Tobaccoology, fine cigars and tobacco run by fine people with locations in Manassas and Haymarket. This bout is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. And now, starting out, fighting out of the red corner, standing 6 foot tall and weighing in at 155 pounds, fighting out of Kogan Dojo, he is the challenger. He brings a very impressive 13 wins and only 4 loss record to the ring this evening. It's Joseph Grobani. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6'2" and weighing in at 155 pounds, fighting out of STB Training Center, he brings a perfect 5-0 record to the ring. He is the reigning, defending TCB 155-pound champion. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Raquan Nunez. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. It is brought to you by Tobaccoology, and your referee, Mike Weber, is here for the fighter instructions.
All right, guys, protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Watch the headbutts, low blows, foul sweeps, back of the head. Protect your corners.
Raquan standing at 6'2", Joseph 6 foot flat. You can tell Raquan is the taller fighter, just how those shoulders sit just a bit higher, but Joseph not being towered over by any means.
And that means that you're playing in terms of margins and edges, something that the experience of Joseph Grobani could bring to the table here. Already checking that leading leg of Raquan Nunez with a brutal kick, and now aiming a little bit higher. He's making sure that Raquan Nunez has to guard literally everything.
Everything's mean. Everything is mean. Joseph, everything he's firing is hard. And look at Joseph even firing at the back leg. Oh!
Yeah. This is something Raquan Nunez, with only 5 matches under his belt, may not have experience at this point in time. He's trying to take it in stride, but you can tell he has not matched up against someone like Joseph Grobani with this kind of aggression, this ferocity. The international pedigree he brings to the ring is something that may even tower over this 155-pound title as we go into a clinch.
Oh, and the knees of the head are coming into play. Joseph is hunting. I'm loving this strat. Joseph is just seeing open targets, firing with hard commitment, and then when they tie up, he is a skilled practitioner and has more experience with all the tools and weapons available to him. Right there, knee to the body, almost knee to the head. Nunez has experience with them too. He won his TCB tie-up via knee kick to the head, but he is needing a match right now.
And I think it's dawning upon Raquan Nunez. There is 5 rounds of this that he's going to have to endure. We're moving down to about 30 seconds. Raquan trying to find a way back, but once again, Joseph Grobani with those shots straight to the shin is controlling space, and now moving into a clinch.
Oh, Nunez!
Whip out of it. He may have found final footing.
Oh, that was a great tomahawk elbow. I don't think most people may have caught it, but I think Joseph Grobani might be fighting with a broken nose at this moment. At least one that got disrupted a bit. Nunez is trying to switch stance, maybe finding a little more success when he can close stance fight with Joseph. Joseph is getting tagged. He's now meeting very good resistance. Both guys, though, finding their success late on. Nunez smiling, having fun with it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a great title bout here for the 155 title.
And what a stabilization. I thought that Joseph Grobani was going to run away with it, but Raquan Nunez found his opening, capitalized with a big shot to the face, and then repeated that. We saw a kick land all the way up on the chin of Joseph Grobani, who now is going to have to take in the fact he too is facing down 4 more rounds against someone desperate to keep this title and confident that they could do so.
Absolutely. Now, hey, Nunez had one very stiff, just honestly just a good flick, right-handed jab that caught Joseph, and I saw Joseph head turn. It was the first time he gave that kind of like acknowledgement blow, and then an elbow followed right behind. Now, I'm not seeing that nose on the wrong side of his face, but I can tell you, all of a sudden, Joseph's demeanor did change. He's still game. He's still throwing back. Everything is mean coming out of Joseph. But Raquan Nunez found his respect and found a spot he could build from.
And the way that Raquan Nunez came out of that first round shocked me. I'll be 100% honest here, Liam, because those were vicious blows with tons of energy behind them from Joseph Grobani, who was using the maximal extent of his experience to really try to put the youngster down. But Raquan Nunez was all smiles as he walked back to the corner.
Let's see what happens. It seems like Nunez might also just be a bit of a slower start, has to get a groove going. Meanwhile, Joseph just came out with piss, grit, and violence.
Let's see if he's going to be able to continue that. Once again, vicious check of that leg, trading between the shins of these two fighters. Raquan Nunez is doing a good job keeping Joseph Grobani onto the ropes here. Solid elbow contact being made as once again Raquan Nunez is trying to sneak one of those high front kicks under the guard of Joseph Grobani.
Nunez is finding real good success at chambering up and then firing out teeps, whether they're going high or to the midsection. But it's a really good range setter for him and on his damage getter. But Grobani's finding his way around it, just finding the right moments. He meets him with elbows, he meets him with big kicks, meets him with big hooks.
And that was control right there, displayed by Grobani. Going into the clinch after a few solid shots to the head, Raquan Nunez dipping that guard just a little bit, immediately gets punished, but a spacing punch right back from the blue corner will set to impress as once again, this challenger is being pushed now all the way to the blue corner.
Nunez is stalking now. Oh, Nunez is trying to use some big
knees!
Oh, knees to the head. Clinches up. Nunez is trying to reach, but every time he reaches, try to do something from that long range, Grobani just fires quickly, recognizing. And whenever Grobani gets into this clinch, he's the quicker actor.
Joseph Grobani attempting to reset here. Gets an elbow in right under the guard. Goes right back to a clinch. Raquan Nunez actually now looking for stabilization here. Fishing an open stance.
Now, Josh is taking deep breaths. Oh, good body shot. Whenever we're out in distance, Nunez is having a pretty equal footing now. I think it's no longer this one-way run by Josh.
Clinch up, neutral corner here. We're going to see who gets leverage. Joseph Grobani doing a good job pivoting that far knee in for big shots into the ribs of Raquan Nunez. We will see the breakup occur from the referee here as once again it's right back to the aggression and another clinch. And that's going to end this round.
For those of you who are wondering why that clinch is getting broken up, even though Joseph is like firing and landing, it's because his pressure went onto the joint. In Muay Thai, there's no like joint locks allowed. So the moment Joseph's hands start to drift down to the shoulder and he's leveraging the shoulder more than framing away the face, that's when the referee will step in and break apart the clinch. Now, hey, I'm seeing Joseph take some big, deep breaths. He's been firing everything hard and heavy, but I don't know if he has that same output in round 1 and round 3. Meanwhile, Nunez at distance is looking like a really clean operator, but he is finding a little bit of hesitation. He usually has this distance he can stay a bit comfortable at, but Joseph is 6 foot up there with length with him. Recognizes those moments where those hands are getting long, kind of reaching out, and fires and closes distance pretty quickly, gets in the clinch, earns a little more extra. I'm interested to see, though, can Joseph keep up the pace? Nunez is in it. He's here. Joseph's starting to take breaths after these big blows.
Once again, Raquan Nunez retreated to his corner, all smiles on his face, does not feel all that fazed by what's happening here, and so he has plenty of energy moving on to this 3rd round. We still got 2 more after this one, those ladies and gentlemen, as this is a championship match, and that could make all the difference. Joseph Grobani, once again, sacrificing space here to try to find an angle up against Raquan Nunez.
He got hit with a lead teep to the head.
Ooh, and you can start seeing good a little bit.
Right hand. Framing the face again, knee to the body, trying to find his way out, trying to continue the action, showing he wants to advance position, knees to the head coming in.
And Joseph Grobani once again trying to reassert himself here, still back to the ropes. Raquan Nunez trying to find a killing blow, can't quite do it just yet, as once again Joseph Grobani is able to swipe those arms away, catches the leg, trades it right back with a shot to the thigh.
Nunez's best range is right here, like where he can just barely touch the gloves, but has all the leg room to fire up those long teeps. The moment we enter boxing or clinch range, it's Joseph's fight for the most part. However, it's wearing, it's heavy work. Oh, Joseph makes it look good, but he eats an elbow while he reels backwards. Maybe he can twist and turn, pressure Nunez now to the ropes.
Is able to slip a second elbow. Now he's going to have leverage off of this clinch, trying to fight his way back out of the corner.
They're just trading.
Good job moving in, using elbows of his own. It seems about even in those scramble situations right now, Liam. But Raquan Nunez is trying to find comfort here with the open stance. Those kicks are becoming sluggish, caught yet again by Joseph.
That right, like snap kick to the head, it looks really good. But how much of it is really affecting Joseph right now? Because he keeps eating it, and honestly, there's 2 times he's gotten touched in the jaw and just held the heel. Oh,
that getting through the guard!
Right.
Now up against the ropes once again. Raquan Nunez is struggling in these boxing exchanges.
I just hope that all the judges are seeing how good Joseph's work is. He is kind of moving backwards a lot, but it's always as he whips Nunez's head back. I just don't know if all the judges are seeing all this good work that he's landing in the clinch. I hope they are, because right now the challenger could be up at maybe 2-1. It could be up 3-0. We don't know. We're not ringside tallying the scores. I'm now looking, though, for Nunez to maybe try to hold that long distance. He can't let Joseph Grobani crash and hit him punch after punch, knee after knee. He has to be able to maintain his distance and put a little more steam behind those open shots, like those lead teeps, those rear teeps. He's finding up the center.
At the same time, trying to resist these advances from Joseph Grobani requires energy, and we see a dramatic shift now as Raquan Nunez retreated to the corner this time. The smile was gone. His shoulders were slumped. He needs to try to get a second win here to stabilize and push through these championship rounds.
Only 2 rounds left.
But you do see that dramatic change in body posture. Joseph Grobani almost lounging far corner. As we will start off our 4th round in earnest. Raquan Nunez trying to advance an open stance yet again. Pushing forward with that little hop front kick. Spacing.
That right hand is heavy. And look, like Joseph's like, it touches him. That kick does land, but it's not heavy. Oh, crescent kick attempt. Falls short. Joseph goes to the body and again. Another teep, but then a right hand right after it.
That's exactly where Joseph wants to be, and he finds another shot to the head of Raquan Nunez, backing him into the ropes, bringing him right back out and giving him another 3-piece.
Josh just kind of holding the head down. Oh, he got stumbled there a little bit.
Knee.
Oh, almost needing the head.
Raquan Nunez still trying to show that he can control this bout, but he's getting turned around, he's getting discombobulated. Joseph Grobani doing a great job bringing the offense and leaving off the gas pedal right as Raquan Nunez tries to bring out these flashy moves. We see the spinning back fist, the back elbow, neither of which connect.
Nunez just a little too telegraphing these big spin attempts. Joseph kind of fades out of the way, and one time he even faded out and returned in with an elbow of his own. I really do think Josh got hit hard there, but he stayed true, just kept biting down. Now, oh, he gets me with an elbow as he tries to return. Nunez builds, has hit him hard a few times. Josh got to turn this clinch and make sure he earns back respect.
All right, and inside of this clinch, it will be broken up here by the referee. Brings them back to the neutral ground here. Raquan Nunez trying to play zoner once again. Up against the ropes, Joseph Grobani is just looking to constrict space. He's advancing now against Raquan Nunez, trying to find a leading strike. Immediately, we go into another clinch up against the ropes, quickly broken up by the ref.
10 seconds left to go in this round. Our champion is trying to rally in these championship rounds. Josh still landing good blows. We could be going 2-2 into the final round.
And what an incredible twist. I love what both of these fighters are bringing to the table. The stabilization attempts built by aggression is not something you get to see in lower level fights. And given that we have this breathing space of the extra 2 championship rounds, we are seeing a banger of a match.
Absolutely. Hey, Joseph was starting to pull away in there, but then all of a sudden there was one shot that just came through. It made him have a quick 2-step back. Nunez got to build off of that, probably stealing that round. We're gonna have to see though, are we 2-2 headed into the final? Does one of these guys actually have a sizable lead that they can manage home as long as they get out?
For me, this is looking incredibly close, Liam, so I do think it's going to be decided here. The fact that both of these fighters have dipped into energy reserves that I did not think that they had and are continuing to apply pressure is something that is blowing my mind and I think will be the deciding factor here.
Both corners animated with their fighter.
They both want this
imploring
title.
them that it's time. You just have to stay in it, keep returning.
Entering the final round. This time, it's actually going to be that trailing leg that Raquan Nunez is going to use to try to make space. A little bit more telegraph. Joseph Grobani going to use some opportunities to get in, trying to slip past the guard. Hooks right around, gets a shot to the head, tries to go for the clinch.
Hit. Joseph is in. He got hit with a leg kick. He said, oh, okay, yeah. Eat this. Oh, the left hook lands.
We do see Raquan get one right back through the guard, but I think Joseph Grobani's defenses are just a little bit stronger right now, even as he's back to the ropes for yet another time in this match. What he's doing is buying space, buying leg shots, looking for another clinch, getting the knee to the ribs.
Good movement, good move. I think if Josh is focusing on winning the movement of a clinch, he'll keep winning these exchanges. I don't like when Josh kind of rests on the back ropes knowing that he's landing maybe some good work. I love seeing him turn off the ropes and apply forward pressure.
Raquan Nunez approaching yet again, trading his shots. But I think that once again, Joseph is getting the better of this situation. Finally, he's opened up though. Raquan with 2 right to the face. Joseph Grobani going to try to duel right back, though, looking for more of those hooks. I think that Raquan's arms are a little bit too far forward here, and that's allowing for access from the red corner.
Oh,
but he is entering back with elbows straight to the face of the challenger. They're going back and forth with only 30 seconds left in this final round.
And he just keeps landing. Those check hooks land, the right hands land, Nunez lands deeps. These guys are just going back and forth, landing wherever they can.
Big knee setup, but that's going to allow for a lot of downtime in which Raquan Nunez can try to bring it back. Head control by Joseph Grobani. Once again established, Raquan Nunez is going to try to force it. 10 seconds, 15 seconds left
to make a statement. Josh needs to start moving forward. Doesn't matter. Oh, good check elbow.
Oh, setting up huge. Joseph Grobani looking to make a statement
He's
here
a
at the end.
fire.
Raquan is firing right back. Both of these fighters staggered as we end the bout. Beautiful showing as they hug it out center of the ring.
The Kogan corner is really confident in their fighter. The STB gym is a little dismayed, doesn't know exactly which way to go. They both hug it out though. Both fighters and coaches know that their contestants were in a special bout.
And the thing to note here is, regardless of the outcome, the fact that this is close, the fact we're debating round v round, Liam, it's so impressive for Raquan Nunez, who claimed an vacant title and in his first defense is going up against someone who has such a pedigree behind him. International championship challenges, big stuff coming out of Joseph Grobani, but he may be adding a new title to his cabinet here. Dulcet tones of Mr. Brightside bring us to the end of this match. I am interested to see how the judges will score this one. I think that with that last round being emphatically in favor of Joseph Grobani, with some responses from Raquan Nunez right at the very end, things could still come up very much even depending on how those previous matches were scored. Adaptation and adaptation layered upon one another will lead to quite a difficult call.
I actually don't know if I can give that fifth round to Joseph. He was landing well, but he was also reeling back. That's what I'm saying. It's so even, especially after that third round. After Joseph got rocked and had to take that two-step back, and Nunez found the confidence, found where his strikes landed. Also, just those lead teams splitting through the center of the guard, they landed really consistently. But in the fifth round, he really had one that pushed through Joseph's face. And look at these two guys. They're just so fucking happy.
Yeah, certainly the case. I love the fact that both of these guys clearly have the attitude of a champion, whether or not they carry that title, because for sure, both of these guys will be back in contention in the future. You mark my words, because here in TCB, these are two forging legacies for themselves that will be remembered for all time.
Now for Chris to announce the official winner.
Salisbury Center, that was a war. Let's hear it for both these fighters. Great job, guys. And now, after 5 rounds of combat, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges have scored this bout 49-46 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And new TCB 155-pound champion out of the red corner, it's Joseph Grobani.
Oh, huge congratulations to Joseph Grobani. Not a nicer guy in the air, not a harder worker in the area to be recognized, and to come out here with such a gritty performance. Really just warring through it back and forth with Raquan Nunez. And now we're going to make sure we get an interview with our new champion before we head away.
Joseph, let me grab you. Joseph, how we doing? That was awesome. Congrats on the title. Give it up, TCB. Let's hear it. That was a war by both fighters. And you have so much experience. I mean, a lot of experience. You just came out guns blazing. Was that the plan?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I guess so, right?
Wanted to be patient, not get too eager in the first round, especially. No, he's dangerous, so wanted to feel it out. But as my coach said, when it's time to go, it's time to go.
It's time to go. And I guess a follow-up to that would be, what surprised you about him? What came at you? You were like, whoa.
He's got long limbs. He's got a nice reach on him. Yeah, and he's tricky, you know, a little unpredictable, but, you know, tried to keep it tight and defensively responsible. And like I said, when it's time to go, go.
After the fourth round, or coming into the fourth, I saw you kind of leaning over there just chilling. Did you feel super confident? Did you feel like, I know what I'm going to do here, I got this?
I was feeling confident, but I didn't want that to distract me from the fact that he, you know, is still very dangerous. And yeah, you know, like I said, trying to stay defensively responsible, but throwing when I needed to.
Well, thank you so much. That was just a pleasure to watch, and good luck. We can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Let's hear it up for him, guys.